I can't believe Matthew's gone. At his funeral, I read a poem by Robert Frost that just kind of epitomizes Matthew. The road less taken, and he always did his own thing. And I think I was a big part of that, as well as Steve. And Matthew was a clothes horse, and Matthew was a music connoisseur, and Matthew was just a Renaissance man. He became a deadhead in the womb, and I remember the first Dead show. He was at Loomis Chaffee Prep School, and he called me and he said, "Mom, I have tickets to go to the show. It's in Providence. We have no ride. What am I going to do?" So of course, being Matthew's mother, I went from Boston to Connecticut to pick them up, brought them to Providence, and the guys went in for, 13-year-olds or 12-year-olds. And I said to this policeman outside, "What shall I do for a few hours? My son's inside." He said, he opened the door, he said, "Well, go in." Well, I found Matthew immediately, which is kind of weird because there were thousands of people. And he and his friends are fretting, they can't find any weed. "Matthew, that's ridiculous. Of course you can." Let's just stand here. So all these people are coming over to me, handing me joints. And the boys were very happy. Well, we thoroughly enjoyed the Dead show. And then it came time to go home and to find a car, which we finally did. But driving home, I lost my way many times, and we were going round in circles, but I took them to Connecticut. I went back to Boston and made it in one piece. But Matthew, I always said to Matthew, if you're going to drink or you're going to do drugs, just do it at home. I mean, I remember when he was 6 years old or 5 years old, Stephen and I had some friends over and we were sitting around a hookah, and Matthew came out of bed and he said, "What is that, Mommy?" And I said, "Oh, don't worry about that, that's nothing. Just go to bed." But Matthew became a clothes horse also when he was a little boy. He wasn't even 2, and he'd say to me, "I want to wear the shirt with the polo on it." No, actually, excuse me, with the alligator. Thank you. And I said, "Of course, Matthew, you can wear the alligator shirt." But we used to go to New York shopping, and we did. I loved to shop for Steve and for Matthew, and we did a lot of great things together. We did a lot of traveling together. I introduced him to art, and all the wonderful things that Matthew epitomized. I feel Stephen and I had a bit to do with it. And I'm so grateful and thankful that you're all here to be with us. And I want my niece, Sarah Waller, has written a song about Matthew, and I haven't heard it, but Steve and Jennifer have heard it, and she's going to grace us with her song. So here's Sarah Waller.